Here's a solution to the Module 7 preparation program. We start with the pseudocode. I'm not going to read that to you. You can compare it to yours. Your pseudocode is good if it leads to the Python program. Now we want to import the random module because this program is going to generate some random numbers. And in main, we want to start by creating an empty list. I'm going to call the empty list nums, and to create an empty list we just use empty square brackets. Now what we want to do with that list is we want to add 12 random integers to that list. So we're going to use a for loop to do that. That's going to run 12 times. The best way to do that is with the range operator and specifying 12 for the range function. So 12 times, what's going to happen? We're going to run the append method of the list object called nums. And we're going to assign to the append random.randint 52100. So that'll generate the random integer. Append will append it onto our nums list. So after this loop runs, we should have 12 random integers in our list called nums. And to demonstrate that, we'll iterate over the nums list using another for loop. There's the name of the list, nums. And what this syntax does here for num in nums, num will take each individual element value in the list as this loop cycles. So as the loop list starts, num will first get element 0, and then next time through the loop, num will get element number 1. Next time through the loop, num will get element number 2, and so on. And in this way, we can print all of the elements in the list. Now, we want to print them all on the same line, separated by a space. So we're using the end function inside of the print statement with a single space inside the string to separate them out by a space. After that, we want to print the fourth element in the list. Now, because list indexing starts at 0, the fourth element is actually the element with index 3. We also want to print the element at index 9, so we specify a 9 here. And that happens to be the 10th element in the list because, once again, list indexing starts at 0. Then use the min function to find the smallest element in nums and print that out. Now, the next thing we do is we're going to use our change list function. So here we have a function called change list. We're going to pass it our nums list as an argument, and it's going to do its job and return a value which we're going to catch in this variable. Let's take a look at the change list function before we finish with main. If we take a look at change list, it's going to take a parameter called mylist. So that will be what nums, the nums list from main will be known as mylist inside change list. And what we're going to do is we're going to use slicing. That's the syntax here. That's slicing syntax. And what this means is slice out the first 3 and the final 3. The negative sign means reference from the end of the list. So basically what we're doing here, by slicing out the first 3 and the last 3, we're going to end up with the middle 6 elements of our 12 element list. And we're going to assign that to a new list called nums2. We then use the len function to indicate how many elements are in the list. That, of course, should be 6. And then we're going to sort the list. The nums2 list will be sorted in ascending order by using the sort method. And then we'll return that sorted list back to main in this case. Now, if we look back at change list, here's the call for change list, and the sorted list nums will be caught in this list called list2 back in main. We will then iterate over that list using the same syntax as we did up above, printing out each element all on the same line, separated by a single space. Let's give it a try. All right, you should get different results each time, but that's what I got. And let's see, we do have 12. We got some duplicates, and that's okay. The fourth element in the list, there it is, 59. Remember, that's index 3, because indexing starts at 0. Element at index 9, well, that's 73 here. That's index 9. It's the 10th one in, but remember, indexing starts at 0. This is index 10, and this is index 11. So index 9 is right here, 73, which is what we got. Smallest element is 59. Yeah, that appears to be the case. There's the smallest one. And the size of the list is now 6. Now that is after the slice. This line here is inside the change list function. So let's take a look at the list that was returned. Now we've returned it back to main and we're printing it out. And you can see that it is sorted. We do have a duplication, but it is sorted in ascending order. And we do have 6 elements. So the program is working as required.